Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 12, and he has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So here I am, painting more flowers. I thought about doing something else, but I just kind of had this, whenever I do an orange background, and so now that Halloween's over, when I look at the orange backgrounds, it makes me think of like bright flowers and different things like that. And so I kind of get this idea in my head that it should be some bright colors in here. And so that's kind of my story here. So I'm going to do some little round ones over here and round and see what happens. I don't know why round made me laugh, but it did kind of make me laugh. So some days the laugh is just I think it's tiredness, maybe partly. Maybe, I'm not sure, but I just kind of doing some of these little rounds. Wasn't what I had planned, but here we are. This is what happens. I don't really know what I'm gonna end up doing, but then I get started doing something and we just have to go with it. So, and who knows, as we go along, I may end up covering some of that. You never know what's going to happen when we're making these flower combinations. We just keep adding on until we get there. We just keep adding. And sometimes I have to kind of go back in and see where we're at, which is okay as well. So I didn't realize how tired I was until I sat down. Weirdly, I slept pretty good last night, even though I woke up. I fell asleep very early. I was so excited. And then someone called me. I fell asleep around 9 something. I'm not sure what. I was out cold. And then I got a phone call closer to 10. And it was a friend of mine, but they weren't even talking to me. They had gotten, I don't know how they were talking to somebody else. I could hear them talking, but they must have just accidentally dialed me, and I kept saying hello, 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 hello. And so I hung up because I was very much asleep. And I just texted him back. I'm like, you called me, happy Halloween. And I went back to sleep. And then numerous noises later, I was up multiple times for that. And then Owen woke up around 3, and he came to tell me that he proudly announced he was up all night. He says upper night. And then he got his tablet and he went back to bed. So I was glad he went back to his bed, but I had wished that he would sleep all night. And then it was around 3. I fell back asleep till about 5, and then was awake. But for as many times as I woke up, I was actually very surprised how well I did sleep. So the more I'm doing this, the more I'm like, I want some orange in here, but I didn't put any orange on my thing. My light's going crazy, and or my eyes, one of the two. Probably a combination of both. So we're gonna add some orange to our, if I can get it out. And I love putting colors that, like, I like putting orange on orange, even though these are going to be different oranges, because I like to see how everything kind of looks together. So I'm going to add some more colors in here first before I put the orange on there. But I always like adding those colors kind of in to everything. So Owen had a good day. He went to school, and they had, even though it's technically November now, they had their Halloween party today, which is fine, but I never quite understand, except for that it throws them off with extra foods or candies or different things like that. But honestly, with Owen, anything that's not completely routine is hard for him to kind of process. But he was fine. He said he enjoyed the party, and they had a really good time. They ate pizza and had some candy and cupcakes and different things. So that was all good. And then oh, hello. That is me putting way too much paint on a paintbrush. I do that way too often. Now see, I've got these two wild things that are completely different than the rest of this stuff. But that's okay. We're gonna make some changes here. So they enjoyed their thing. But again, like I said, it was hard when they are expecting one thing and something is completely different for them. But he had a good day, and I'm thankful for that. And he came home, and he had a pretty quiet evening. They are doing a sensory movie in our area, where it's the movie is shown at, like, with the lights on, and the music isn't loud, or the movie, they turn the movie down, not the music. And they don't have like, the kids can get up, the adults, whoever, can get up, and if they need to roam around and watch it as it goes, screaming, whatever, is there, no one is going to say be quiet or take your child to the lobby or anything like that. So it's nice because a lot of times I don't even attempt to take Owen to a movie because I know, first of all, movies really, it's not completely his thing. We've been once to a movie and he kind of liked it, but it was hard for him. But he was also much younger. So I was going to attempt to take him tomorrow. But so far he's saying he doesn't want to go because he wants to go to his grandma's, even though I keep telling him that he would get to go after to see his grandma. It's still not quite what he's thinking about. So I'm not sure if he'll end up wanting, that was going to be dangerous as it was. It was kind of not what I should have done to begin with, but I like to just add some green stuff in there occasionally. So I don't know that we're going to go tomorrow, but we shall see, as they say. And he might end up changing his mind and decide he wants to go to the movie. I keep telling him some of his friends might be there, but I don't know that for a fact, and so I'm not holding on to that as one of the particular things that makes us decide where we're going to go or not. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So this was not exactly, well, I never totally planned anything if you've been watching before, but this was not exactly how I was going to do this one, but here we are. Here we are. So, I feel like this is kind of a little bit much right there, so I'm gonna take that down a notch and kind of put this in there, and then put some green over here. Now it feels very busy. That was not my intention. I think I needed that. That was too much almost there. I need something in here. So I think we're on to something now. Now we're getting busy. Not that we weren't already, but we're even busier. Okay, so we're going to do O for Owen, and then L, and B. So there we go. Oh, I see. Just want to do a few little, not too dark, but a few little lines in there. Okay. And see, just when you think you're done, then I have to come back and just kind of do something else. All right. Now I'm done. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.